There was an older man that we used to know, and every time we would see him, we would ask him, "How are you doing?" And he would say, "Existing." Well, I think God has much more in store for us than just to exist throughout our lives. We're going to talk about that today on this edition of Heart to Heart with me. I'm John Kuert, the pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania. We're located at 499 Greenville Pike, and we'd love to have you as the weekend approaches. We hope that one of these Sundays you'll stop by and visit us. This Sunday we have a special guest, but other than that, I'm there throughout the summer months, and we would love to have you stop by and see us. You can check us out on Facebook page or on our webpage, alphaag.org. Well, it's true, though. A lot of people, the vast majority of people, I might say, on Earth today are just existing. They're waking up in the morning, going to work or school, keeping house, whatever the case may be. They're going about their business, but they have no real sense of purpose in their lives. Their happiness and fulfillment in life depends largely on their circumstances or their achievements. And if they were completely honest with themselves, and maybe you're in that category, if they were completely honest, they would have to admit that inside they're really empty. And you know what? That is just existing. But Christ came, however, that we might have life and that we might have it more abundantly. And if we're going to experience this kind of real life, we have to look to Jesus Christ, the source of life. He came and gave his life on the cross, and he died and suffered for us that we could have fullness of life. And that means that we have purpose. It's not just that we have exciting weekends or that we have vacations or that we can do this fun thing or that fun thing. No, it means that there is something more to life than all of that, all that surfacey stuff. That there is a purpose that we are fulfilling what we were created to be, and that is to be people that would bring glory to Him, and that would bring love and joy and peace to other people. And those are the things that bring us real fulfillment. And I think that's exactly what Jesus meant when he said, "I have come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly." And so I ask you today, are you living that way? There's a couple of things I think that are really important. First of all, depend on the Father. Live with a sense of dependence on God. Don't do your own thing, but depend on Him each and every day. And, as Jesus entered his hour of trial in the Bible, he lifted up his eyes in heaven and said, "Father." And he wanted to glorify God, and he depended upon God. And so I think that's important. And then uh, another question I would ask you, and I think we all need to ask it from time to time, over and over again: am I living really with a sense of divine destiny? Jesus knew why he came, and he knew when his hour had come and his purpose for coming into this world. He lived his entire life with a sense of divine destiny, and I think that's what we need to do as well. Not just live for the moment, but to live with a sense of divine destiny. And third, are you living with a desire to glorify God? It's what it's all about. It's not just satisfying our own fleshly desires, but it's really living to desire, having a desire to glorify God in everything that we do. And I think that was Jesus' overarching desire in his life and in his death. It was to glorify God. And when we can honestly say, Lord, no matter what happens to me, whether I live or die, whether I'm treated fairly or unfairly, whether I endure affliction or comfort, Lord, I want you to be glorified in it. And when that's our desire, then we're free of the misery of selfishness. And this is what Jesus means when he says, "Whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." So, are you living or are you just existing? I hope that you're living, and if you ever need help with trying to figure that out, we'd be glad to help you. Call the church, stop by the church. We're here. We're here to serve you. And there's a great congregation, little congregation, growing congregation there at Alpha Assembly. And we're there to help you and be a blessing to you. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. And I hope that we will see you again next week. And in the meantime, have a great day and a great weekend. God bless. Bye bye.